I think being single nowadays in this generation is probably a blessing in disguise, right? Because you're saving yourself a lot of heartache. You're drama free. You get to focus on yourself and accomplish a lot of your goals. For men, they're saving a lot of money. It's just a lot of great things being single, man, nowadays, right? And again, like if you're in a relationship, man, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because not all relationships are like this, right? But you can tell when two people don't like each other, man. Like you can see it in public. Like man, I don't think this woman like his man. I don't think this man like his woman. The way they act around each other, you could feel that the energies. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't if if my woman acts like that with me in public, we gotta have a serious talk, man, because it's like I'm not finna let you embarrass me like this in public. We gonna have a serious talk like, hey, we need to talk about what's going on, or we gotta, you know what I'm saying, or we gotta talk about, how we gonna do with this relationship. Like how you know what I'm saying, are you invested in this or not? Like, hey, I'm not playing. Like, hey, we need to talk about this, right? And you it's crazy. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. It's sad to see. And sometimes I wish, man, like I love my generation and all. I love my generation. We have a lot of great things to be grateful. I have a lot of, you know, things I can be grateful for in this generation. Don't get me wrong. There's some great things to be proud of this generation. But as far as love, man, as far as like finding a partner, man, I wish I was born back in the day. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but it's like, man, I wish I was born back in the day because times were better, man. You know what I'm saying? We living in some crazy times now, man. You know what I'm saying? And love isn't the same no more. Marriage isn't the same anymore. Um, Relationships aren't the same anymore. It's just not the same anymore. Like everything is different, right? And I was like, man, I wish sometime I was born back in the day, man, because I carry myself like I'm an older person, right? I'm not like a lot of these people my age. I'm 22 years old. I'm not like a lot of 22-year-olds out here, right? Or younger, or or in their 20s. I'm not like that. I'm very mature for my age, and you know what I'm saying? I don't care what of my peers think. If you don't like it, I don't talk to you. Like it is what it is. Like I don't rock with you anyway, man. So, but it's like, man, I wish I was born back in the day, man, because it's like were more authentic. Before, you know what I'm saying, it was no social media, people were more authentic, people were more of themselves, and they're not putting on a mask, not trying to act like somebody they're not. They're just very authentic. They're just very genuine. Before social media came around, social media ruined everything. And then another thing too, and this is my opinion. I don't know if a lot of people agree with this, but I think, in my opinion, feel like for a relationship to work, man, I feel like a both parties are not on social media. They're actually living in the moment. Or B, one person is on social media and the other one isn't. And this is my personal opinion. I don't know if you guys will agree with that. And if two people have social media, that's great. I'm not saying everybody's like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like for the most part, for a relationship to really work, to that bond to really connect, to actually live in the moment with your partner, you can't be on social media, or one person don't need to be on social media. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying, and I'm not saying I won't get with a woman that is on social media. I'm not saying that. Like, if she wants to be on social media, hey, that's her choice. But I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like if the relationship is going to work, you know what I'm saying. But it's always going to be ups and downs in a relationship. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, for it to genuinely work, to actually, you know what I'm saying, to actually go through um, arguments and you know what I'm saying, and rough times in a relationship, and actually talk and come back together and work it out every time. I feel like we don't need to be on social media because people are so invested in your relationship. And yeah, there might be some people that don't care either. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of people that are so invested in your relationship, man. Like, it's nothing wrong with uh liking a picture, you know what I'm saying, or commenting like, hey girl, or hey my man, yeah, you look good with your chick, or like, or a woman comment to to the chick like, girl, you look good, y'all look good, so good together. Like, it's cool to make comments and all. It's nothing wrong with that. It's cool to engage. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like people can be too invested sometimes, right? And it's like, man, like, bro, why you so invested in what's going on in their relationship? Why you not focused on yourself? Why you not focused on what you got going on, man? You know what I'm saying? We trying to keep up what's going on. We trying to keep up with it, like, uh, if this person follows the other person, like, are we, worrying about what happened in the breakup? It's like, bro, why are we so invested in that? Why are we not investing into ourselves? We got to start focusing on ourselves. And I feel like, man, social media need to go away at least for a year, so people can actually live back in reality. I think social media need to go on a hiatus for at least a year, so people can just live in the present moment, actually just be their authentic selves. You know what I'm saying? Especially Instagram, especially Instagram. I think Instagram definitely needs to take a hiatus. Instagram for sure needs to take a hiatus. So that's just my opinion with that. And then also, man, everybody's just so lustful, man. Like, men are, you know what I'm saying? We don't look at our partners as human beings. Like, at the end of the day, we're human beings first. We have feelings and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't be sexually attracted to your partner. Yeah, of course you need to be sexually attracted to your partner, right? You need it, that's normal. But lustful, you can't look at your woman in a lustful way. You can't look at her like a sex tool. She's a human being first, bro. That's why a lot of marriages are falling apart, or a lot of relationships fall apart because of lust, bro. That's why I'm not in a relationship right now. That's why I'm like, you know what, I need to, and lust is not easy to defeat. Don't get me wrong, it's not easy to defeat. It's not easy, um, but it could be conquered in some ways. Don't get me wrong, and I feel like lust is ruining a lot of relationships. I know people may not agree with that, but I think it is, because we don't look at our partners as human beings first. We look at them in a lustful way. We think of them as sex tools. Like, it's cool, and I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with having sex. You should have sex with your partner. That's normal, but she's a human being first, man. We gotta realize that, and that's why a lot of marriages are failing. So, and you know, I just think, and then I feel like marriage, man. I feel like as far as marriage, I feel like if marriage is gonna work, I feel like, man, if you want to get married, you gotta sign a prenup. I think a lot of people that are looking to get married in the future need to sign a prenup. I think that's where it boils down to, man. Because I just, I'll make another video about that. I'm gonna make another video about that. But I just think prenups, it should be necessary for marriages nowadays, man. So all these things, man, I feel like it is like boiled down to why being single is just a blessing. God is trying to protect you. That's why I tell you guys, always focus on your journey of life. Just focus on you, focus on your path, focus on your journey of life until God bless you with the right woman. The right woman will eventually come. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just put yourself out there in the right places. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, go talk to women, go talk to different women to see what you like, you know what I'm saying? And then if she's the right one, then you can, get to know her first. Once you really get to know her, and it's like, okay, she really this, she really that. You know what I'm saying? You know what you want in a partner, and she's everything she is in a partner. Then you can settle that down. But man, just stay single, bro. Just stay single, man, and just talk to different women. Get to know these different women until the right one. Until you know she's the right one. That's what we got to do nowadays, man. And you just got to focus on your journey of life. And again, um, it's just a blessing. I think it's just a blessing, man. Because again, and also, man, you're not um worrying about if your partner cheating on you. It's just, I mean, the list just goes on, man. It's a lot of things, man. It's great about being single. It's great. It's so much great things about being single because you can focus on yourself. You can become the best version of yourself, right? You not you just trying to be the best person that you can be, and I think that's how it should be nowadays, man. Stay single. For men, I think a lot of men need to stay single at least in their 20s, unless the right one unless a unicorn comes along right away. But I feel like for the most part, a lot of men need to stay single in their 20s. And that's what I'm doing. I promised myself that I was going to stay single in my 20s, get myself all the way together first. There's still a lot of things I could work on, don't get me wrong, because I'm still young. I'm still learning. I'm still willing to learn. And, I still need some things under my belt, you know what I'm saying? Things I still need to go through before I can hop into a serious relationship, right? That's just me though. I feel like, and I'm not saying you can't grow in a relationship because I feel like that's how relationships used to be. You know what I'm saying? Two people come together, they grow, they make mistakes together, and they grow together. That's how it used to be, but things have changed now. Things have changed. It's like more people are so focused on themselves before they hop in a relationship. And that's something I'm adjusting to. I see my parents, they grew up, they came together at a young age, but they grew and came up and grew together. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to do the same thing they were doing, but it's just not how it is for the most part nowadays. Things have changed and we have to adapt and adjust to it. Right? So if you single right now, man, stay single, bro. I think it's best for you to stay single, stay out the way, stack your money, go to the gym, like get your mental, your physical right, focus on your journey of life until that right woman comes or until that right man comes, right? It will happen. You just gotta stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Be careful who you dealing with. You could still talk to different women if you want to. Just have, it's cool, but just be careful who you deal with. Like I always tell you guys, be careful who you deal with, right? And God will bless you. All right. But that's all I got for this video, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.